So people who've been following me always you guys know that I've always been a silly goose on social media, and that has always been what my brand has been, and I love that. Um, I also love the idea of me really capitalizing on all my social medias, and introducing more of a serious version of Carrington to the world, not for the sake of being serious, but for the sake of a longevity in terms of being a creator. Because if I can go viral for being funny and doing a thing, that's great, and I love to do that, and I'm not going to stop doing that. But if I can also get people to know the real me better, that just helps with everything, right? And that is why I've really been making a conscious effort to do this thing, which I called plus branding. That's what I'm calling it. And basically, plus branding is a word I made up. And plus branding means not removing a brand that you have for yourself, not rebranding. Um, Plus branding just means adding another tool to your arsenal to your personal brand. So my personal brand has always been very funny, very ironic, very satirical, very, just silly, goofy nonsense. And that's always been the brand. And then, like, also, so that was always the brand, right? And that was good because, like, I was able to do that online, and that's how people knew me. But me contemplating a bit more the longevity of being an influencer, wanted to start also incorporating different other aspects of my life that I'm interested in and sharing those things online just so I can continue building my audience into things that I really, really like so that A, people get to know the real me better, and B, to reach more people who might have similar interests as me, who would want to um, who would like the same, smaller things I did. For example, I like to read a lot, and I like Pokemon, and I like video games. And I have never tapped into that audience, but me making videos or including videos on that stuff, even though I'm not known for that, is still important to me because that lets other people know that I am multifaceted, and it also gives me, I feel like it helps communicate that I'm a real person because a lot of people who see you online just think you only exist online, which is like true, and like that's how I feel about a lot of people as well. But I just think, being an influencer, you have such a long Good Friday news. Oh, no way. I just got monetized on Snapchat. Let's go! Nice! Nice! Okay, wait, okay. Plus Reddit and Snapchat. I want to say about Snapchat right now, since we're already on the topic. I have been posting like 25 times a day on Snapchat, getting no results, but just trusting the process that if I keep grinding, I will get monetized. I have been doing that for a little over a month, 2 months, and I just got a text that said I finally got monetized. That. Let's go. Hard work pays off. Okay, back to plus branding. Now, when I'm plus branding, I want to start talking about social media more, right? I'm getting juiced up right now. Okay, I want to start talking about social media more because A, I can make a lot of money doing that, and B, I'm really, really passionate about it, and C, I'm definitely the best at it in the world because nobody is better at social media than me. So I have been trying to really make an effort to push out more content, sharing more of my mindset about doing social media and how people should blow up on social media because I have done it and I know it really, really well. And I always thought that nobody would take me seriously because I'm silly, not realizing that people only know what I share with them. And if I share that stuff with them, then they're going to know that I know what I'm talking about with these things. So I've been making a conscious effort to talk more about that stuff. And as I've been doing that, the response has been pretty much what I thought it would be, where it was like, okay, people like appreciate the advice, but like they just want to see me be funny, right? Which is fine. But I'm kind of getting lost on track here, but I just want to use that point to say, amongst all of this stuff, I have just known that in the long term, it will be better for me to. What am I even saying? I really need my coffee. I really feel like stupid right now. Plus branding. Let me explain it to a 5-year-old right now. Let me just do it. You guys already get it. I'm just kind of giving you guys a case study. For me, plus branding is sharing content about another niche that I want to add to my arsenal. Amongst the Carrington brand, I want to also assert myself as a wizard in the space, the best ever in the space. So I just have been posting a lot of content about social media. And to people who don't know me, or to people who just see that and don't realize that I still do the funny stuff, it might look like a rebrand. But me, I haven't, I'm not going to stop the funny stuff. I'm just going to start also doing the social media stuff. And because I'm going to talk about social media stuff does not mean that I'm going to be less funny. It doesn't mean that I have to go 50% and 50%. I'm just going to go 100% on both because I'm like that. And that's what's fun for me. And to be honest, guys, it's weird when you first start because immediately when I started posting about it, you know, I knew that people weren't going to take it seriously. But it doesn't matter because if I do it for a year, people will take it seriously. And I want to start getting in contact with like big corporate people and talking to them about social media. So I don't really know what this was. This was like a life update and a rant, and like I'm talking to you guys about like also like incorporating stuff into your brand. But now how this would apply to you would basically be like, I don't know how it. See, no, that's not a good thing to say. I do want to say this. Don't think that everybody knows you on social media. Don't think because you post about one thing on social media that people only know you for this one thing on social media and that you can't talk about anything else. Because, first of all, you're not famous yet. Spoiler alert. So it's not like people know you anyways, right? Same for me. I could post about these things and people still don't know who I am. So when I post a video about social media, I am still going to reach random people because that's just how TikTok works. 80% of the people who see the video is going to be random people, and I can build that audience. So if you right now have a following on social media that is not what you want it to be, or you feel like you can be more on social media, I want to tell you that you can be, and you're the only thing stopping yourself from doing that. And you should really just start, incorporating things that you really want to talk about. And if that does mean that you stop talking about the stuff that's maybe working on social media right now, I don't know I don't know what your following size may be, but chances are if it's under 10 million, do whatever you want. People aren't that invested anyways, even when you have a lot of followers. I think people get caught up in the idea that like you have like this certain amount of followers, and because like these are your followers, like these are like quote unquote like a diehard fan, when in reality like it's not. Like people just follow you because they like seeing your videos now and then. It's not like these people really are that invested in you and like paying a lot of attention to you. So just to ground you for a second, and yeah, I just want to get that communicated because it's very, very silly when people who have, even myself, it's very silly when I lead myself to think that just because I want to talk about something that might be serious, that might be off-brand for me, doesn't mean I'm not allowed to talk about it. It just means that I have a perceived belief about who I am on social media that I will be disliked if I become something that I am currently not, which is not the case because you can have multiple sides to you on social media, similar to how my YouTube here, I'm very, very serious and talk about things like that. I don't know about very, very serious, but you can just have a lot of different sides to you, and you should try and explore those. And that's basically what I'm doing right now, and that's kind of what I wanted to get you an update about, and just like share the inner workings of my brain, amongst doing all this stuff, because it is weird to it's not weird. It's easy. But I always thought it was weird, but it's not. And I just always need to remind myself that people don't really care. And that's why I'm trying to, I say it to you guys because I'm trying to get myself to be reminded of it. But yeah, that's that. But you know what? If this, I really don't know how this. I don't watch my videos back. If you never watched my channel before, but I would love to hear what you guys think, and like, please ask me some questions about this stuff. I would love to answer questions. So please ask me some questions, guys. Please. So I don't sit in the car. I'm like, what do I need to talk about? Stupid. All right, I love you guys. Bye.